Hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. Hello. I feel like it's gonna echo. Hello. Here we are. Yeah, I'll update later on what we talked about the other day. I just feel like I'm talking about that stuff too much. You know, I think some people just don't have the... Ain't nobody got time for that. But so far, so good. And we're just going to do a cold read on challenges, I think, since that's common to all of us. And I'm going to read this at the beginning and maybe at the end if I remember, because it's such a good quote. When it happens that you are broken or betrayed or left or hurt, or death brushes too near, let yourself sit by an apple tree and listen to the apples falling all around you in heaps, wasting their sweetness. Tell yourself that you tasted as many as you could. Louise Erdrich, wonderful writer from The Painted Drum. I mean, is sweetness ever wasted, really? Okay, it's not shuffling. I shuffled a lot before. This is a deck okay, High Priestess at the bottom. I'm gonna take that. This is a deck I often use, revert to a lot. It has some kind of resonance for me. High Priestess is a major arcana card of, I see it as mostly Cancer. It's a water sign, but it can also be Pisces or Libra, or all the divine feminines. It's that feminine energy of receptivity, of receiving the messages and not maybe actively passing them on. Highly intuitive, channeling that through that crown chakra, the information from the universe. And it's over time or cyclically. It's moon energy, it's the receptive energy. Full moon in Leo. I like that. And Leo is about strength and fortitude and brightness and revelation, sometimes about the personal, in that sense of ego, on the psychic level. You know, how we as individuals do this, or don't do this. I think most of you do this. Card number 2 in the Major Arcana. I'm sorry, my voice is a little shaky. Tell yourself you tasted as many as you could. Okay, a little bit more. Hierophant, another card of a Major Arcana. Those energies of the psyche that reflect what we're going through in daily life and vice versa. A card of Taurus, of Ascension. It's an earth energy card. This is, as I read it, water energy. And not passive, but interested in able to receive messages I'm hearing from the other world. And this is what you can do about it, earth energy. When you come down from the ascension place and having gotten the download, you know, you come down and you share it with others. Both incredibly spiritual cards. In some instances, Hierophant is tradition or the order of a system. Not in this case. Or if it is about a system, it's about a system that so embodies this energy of the universal teachings, the universal lessons, that you're able to express it in some sort of grounded way. They're both cards of like the mystic, mysticism. If there's a system, that's what it is. Mysticism. Jeez, here we go. Nine of Swords. A card of fear and apprehension. In 3D, it could be like your mind, the sword energy, your intellectual capacity is not able to really accept perhaps the messages that are coming through, or about your role as a mystic, or somebody else just not being able to process it. I've got shadows. Not being able to process it. Okay, sorry. What is this nine of, because it's a personal anxiety. Who's feeling this personal anxiety? Is it the mystic? Is it the other person who just doesn't think that way? Sword energy. 3 cards came out. Wow. Okay, let's do them first. The 3 cards are 9 of Cups, water energy, again, that energy of High Priestess, of feelings. And this is feeling good about yourself. Feeling good about yourself. And under Hierophant, another card, a Major Arcana card, the Magician. So we have here High Priestess and Magician. High Priestess is receiving the message, and here we are manifesting. It's a card of Gemini, Virgo, doubling down on that earth energy. You know, we bring ourselves back into 3D as a teacher. Maybe teaching other people how to do this, just by our very presence. I think y'all are teachers. But that 9 of Swords, I think is somebody else, because you, 9 of Cups, are getting what you want. You know, you're manifesting what you want. What you love. Cups energy. What you feel connected to. And partly what you feel connected to is Gemini energy, the on high energy, that sword energy. Able to breathe. I think somebody's manifesting their own happiness. Page of Cups. New love. Love that makes you giddy. Love that raises you up. Love that activates your heart. See, there's this sort of boom, boom, boom aspect of the heart. Becoming open-hearted. It's new. It's a page energy. And it's under 9 of Swords. So perhaps this anxiety on the part of the intellect has something to do with the newness of this feeling. And it might be, I can manifest my 9 of Cups, my personal happiness, my dream come true. Filling my own cup. And it elevates. It elevates. But there's something in here that, see the little pig with the wings? There's an expression when pigs fly, you know, you'll be able to do this when pigs fly. Well, major manifester, and look at what you manifested. You, the 9. Such strong major arcana cards. High Priestess, Hierophant, Magician. And we have here Divine Feminine. And this is, in some ways, a card of Divine Masculine. You know, how to do it. This is how to feel it, how to let it in. And in that sense, more passive. How to let it in, how to open yourself to it, to your own joy, 9 of Cups. And it may feel very new. Somebody may be more used to a 9 of Swords energy. It's very bright. It started out the day dark and rainy and dank and icky. I mean, you know, like the difference between these two on the face of it. Joy, fear. But the preponderance of cards on the board are to do with joy and love and connectedness with higher power, because that can be Hierophant too. And High Priestess. You may be encountering bottom of the deck, 10 of Cups. You know, you may be encountering, I mean, this is sort of the very beginning. I'm sorry, it's so bright outside, I have a lot of shadows. The very beginning card. The Page energy. And this is like the culmination for the 2. And there are children here. I think it's sort of perhaps inner child, because the Pages can be a card of the child, of something so new. It's like being brand new. Learning how to feel and accept your own joy leads you to this 10 of Cups. Tell us about, okay, it says on High Priestess. They, the guides, on High Priestess. Okay. And on 9 of Cups, sorry, I've got the hiccups. Again, a card of the personal, of abundance in 3D. Happiness. Wish granted. That has to do with your ability to channel the divine energy and then express it in an earthly way. Right? The divine energy. And express it in an earthly way. That's what Magician does. And it's like he's drawing on water energy here. On a sort of whirlpool force. Drawing on it and delivering it back again. You see, one hand is down, one hand is up, as on, oh gosh, as above, so below. I couldn't even get this cliche out. We have 3 9s here, is 21. 21, the world. The culmination. You know, all cups filled for all parties. Personal satisfaction, 9. You know, and it leads to satisfaction of, I think, this couple, because something has happened in terms of their inner child. and it leads to great happiness and maturity, self-sufficiency. In earth energy, the Hierophant, earth energy, pentacles, about growth, accumulation, value. Okay, Page of Cups, King of Swords. King of Swords can sometimes, has a reputation, let's say, for being cold, but I think it's because, in this case, this person's misunderstood. Sword energy. He may be perceived as being isolated or above everybody. It's Aquarian energy. He's on a mountaintop, as being above everybody else. But he's entering into a new connection that elevates in a different way, he, she, they, in a different way, through the heart activation. And he, she, they may be, I think it's a he, may be clear about it now, have learned Page energy, how to activate his heart so that he has both mature intellect, clear thinking, but also a young, new feeling that he didn't expect was even possible. When pigs fly, in that future somewhere that this person doesn't quite believe in sword energy. He's trying to analyze it, and his brain just cannot, their brain cannot process it. Cannot process it. Okay. On Nine of Swords, Seven of Wands. I think this is, when this fear arises, this person is able to go into a temporary retreat. Wands are fast energy. Putting aside like the concerns and responsibilities of the world. In traditional Rider-Waite, a blocking energy, taking that wand and blocking the other things that would impede this. So I think it's, and you can see the activation here. And it's solar plexus activation, which is how to do something. Wands energy. And right now the doing is a kind of retreat. This protective bubble that allows for this, a spiritual practice to go into the quiet, to sort of resolve this Nine of Swords anxiety. On Hierophant, yes. Queen of Swords, well, that's nice. You have a match on the board. Queen of Swords is discerning. She's all about seeing things clearly, knowledge, enlightenment. That's how she goes through life. That's how she steers her boat. With great results, Hierophant, because the clarity has to do with being able to see sword energy, the destination. She's headed there. Nothing will impede her forward movement, not even her own fear or somebody else's fear. Maybe the King of Swords' fear of emotion that they're not used to feeling. Page of Cups energy. Okay, is it this? Yes. Wow. Devil energy. Strong, strong earth energy. Something that can tie you to something corporeal. It could be an addiction. It could be a pattern. Some something that inhibits growth. It's sort of an invitation, though, to passion. The puppet on the strings, devil would snip those strings, does not want to be puppeted, is manifesting something else. A different kind of earth energy, hierophant, that connects them to higher power. This is not connected to higher power. This is something that puppets this person, but they're manifesting something new. And it's a heart activation, but it's new. Like King of Swords would try to understand this by a certain analytical, from a certain analytical perspective, because it's new to him. Him, her, the roles could be reversed. Temperance. They're not reversed, they're blended in divine timing. Tempo, temperance, time. It's something that took a while to make this blend, to manifest perhaps the ability to recognize and work with something that held somebody back. And I would guess it's this fear, this sword energy fear. And I don't think it's Queen of Swords. I don't think so. But this is about the blend of the light and the dark, the male and the female, the fear and the love that balances it out. Sun, moon, masculine, feminine, King of Swords, Queen of Swords. Somebody is overcoming their fear through a kind of removal, like King of Swords. But I think this King of Swords, through some sort of meditative practice, has let go of their fear, manifested a way out of this controlling energy. You know, with the help of being able to tap into divine guidance, to rise up, to recognize, see the angel wings? To recognize their own connection. Their own connection. And this can also be, Hierophant can be a deepening connection, possibly even a marriage. But it's definitely a marriage between these two energies, masculine and feminine, King and Queen of Swords. Somebody who's removed themselves, Seven of Wands, through their will and, you know, usually we see solar plexus as do-it energy, but in this case, the doing it is tapping into the quiet. Quieting down these other concerns that would distract from the ability to manifest. And devil can even be like distraction. You know, like having the priorities wrong, favoring whatever this attachment is. It's a card of attachment to the manipulation. And I think in this case, it's manipulation. I'm not sure. Of whatever it is one is attached to. Could be one's own fear, because devil can be that for sure. Like afraid to look at the attachments, but not anymore. Great clarity now. Okay. Star card. a card of illumination, of clarity, of Aquarius, of taking the overview. I love that because, you know, there are a lot of cards of ascension here, of going up because something came in. And I think it's to do with the ability to see clearly the spiritual aspect of things through this meditative practice. Major Arcana cards of Sagittarius in Temperance and Aquarius in Star card. And again, this attachment business. But in this case, it's not attachment to what holds you back, what grounds you in in some aspects in a negative way. It's a very heavy card. That's been transformed, Magician, I think on the part of Divine Masculine, because we already identified Magician as Divine Masculine. But there is this, you know, there's the infinity symbol on this person's hat, on their hood. And I always see devil as identifying what holds you back. So it's not something that you can do once. It's kind of, you know, this constant loop to manifest something else, to reopen the heart, Page of Cups. You know, even though one's afraid, devil energy, maybe afraid of their own power to manifest. But I think they'll have great joy and great stability. 9 of Cups, 9 of Pentacles. It will ground them in the best way. Hierophant versus devil. Higher power versus attachment. Snipping the puppet strings. And gaining great clarity, and it's a card of divine timing. And the other 9. This is a card of blocking. You know, of somebody who's too tired to fight anymore. The wounded warrior. In Wands energy. And I think this is how they replenish. Through a meditative practice that I think is new for this person. But there is resistance to it, or there was. All 4 9s are here. 9 of Wands, 9 of Pentacles, 9 of Cups, 9 of Swords. So it's sort of like this affects every aspect of this person's life. And I think now it's divine timing to open up to their own spirituality. You know, if they've been blocking it, they now have, in 3D, they've been blocking it. Now it's time, you know, divine timing here to activate, to do it, the heart chakra, the connection to be able to see it, Aquarian energy, from a different perspective, a higher perspective. I think they know what they were blocking. They know what was holding them back. 1 on 9 of Wands, yeah, World, which we got when we combined those 3 9s. Now we have 4 9s. It's like over and above. Everything changes. And it's the ability to ride that wave, to pass into the new thing. You know, the new thing. Out from behind the barrier of 9 of Wands, no matter how wounded this person was, or fearful, 9 of Swords. They're stepping in kind of to a new reality. This is a major arcana card. There's been so much change in the psyche. You know, Now things have opened up in the psyche. Now it's time to do it, to be attached to the hopes, the dreams. This is a card of wish fulfillment, as is 9 of Cups. Nine of Cups. To come out from behind the barrier that was constructed, from the mistrust, activating that solar plexus, Wand's energy, through some sort of meditative practice. I think this person has calmed down their fear, has found a stillness, you know, away from the concerns of a lot of people coming at them that made them afraid, that attach them to things of this world. They're now taking that power, because Devil is a card of power. Power to free oneself. And we have one more, I think, at the bottom. Oh, sorry. No, there's... Well, this is what was revealed on the split, so I'm going to take it anyway. But Spirit wants me to wrap this up. You know, the new world, the old thing came down. The constraining thing, the devil energy came down to reveal this Piscean Cancer energy of the deeper self. It's like the subconscious, you know, that kind of, I held it upside down, I think. Something is coming to the surface that perhaps was hidden. It's coming to the surface where somebody can work with it and transform it. A card of transmutation, of harnessing the power to change things. Magician energy. You know, to manifest through feelings, to allow this to surface so that the heart can be activated. You know, a way out of connections that hold us back. You know, whole new world. I like that when you get a major arcana card that you've discovered through those 3 9s, 21. Here it is. And we have 4 9s. It's like the ability to walk through. It's divine timing and then some. And it will entail a deep dive. And again, we have the moon. I think that this new moon in Leo is going to be very significant for both of you. But I think perhaps even more for this High Priestess water energy. She's tapped into the ultimate happiness and connection in 3D. And so has the King. He's got some catching up to do because he's Page. But I think he's caught up because he's let go of the status of what wounded me through this meditative. Okay, one more. Gosh, sorry about that. I really keep wanting to end it. But this is a card of new beginning, not a card of ending. It is a wrapping up, however, of the old cycle. So one can begin something new. Passionate, purposeful. The new direction. New direction. And it's straight through onto the next thing, the next phase. And it has to do with the third eye activation. So we have heart activation and third eye activation. The ability to see it. To understand it. Both parties. Both parties. I think Divine Feminine is taking the lead. She's more used to this spiritual energy. And that's not to diss Divine Masculine, because They get it now. You know, both parties, temperance, both elements, masculine, feminine, sun, moon, in sync. There's a synchronicity here. The tempo, the divine timing, the blend has created a synchronicity. And I think it's going to shine, come to fullness, to fruition. I mean, I think, you know, this moon, Leo moon, pay attention. It's going to be big. It's going to bring enlightenment and clarity. It's time now to step through into that new world, into the new thing, on the basis of this meditative practice. I think Divine Masculine has begun a meditative practice. You know, protecting themselves from these other concerns, and I think I'm saying it over and over again, but it's really a lovely read. They're able to envision it now. King of Swords, Queen of Swords. Able to envision it. I'll see you next time. I'm feeling better. I hope you are too. Better and better and better over time.